Yo, what's happening? Hope you guys are doing well. So, I got a question. What is your gift or gifts, and are you using your gifts to give back to the world? Are you using your gifts to help, to spread joy, to inspire, etc., etc., man? Do you even know what your gift is? Like, let me explain, man. So, I'm of the belief that we were all given gifts by the Most High, that we weren't given these gifts just to hold on to, right? And be selfish with. We were given these gifts to cultivate and give back in some type of way to help others, to share with others, right? And so, a lot of the times when we're young, we fall into what these gifts are, and during the course of our childhood and teenage years, we cultivate these gifts. But as we get older, a lot of the times we seem to fall off and fall farther away from these gifts because of life, right? We grow up, and we gotta, we get families, and we gotta like take care of business. We gotta get jobs and really like get out of that dream world, so to speak. That's what they tell us anyway. And we fall for the trap, like the trap of life, the rat race, right? And while there's nothing wrong with that, providing for your family and doing what you need to do, we shouldn't shun these gifts because it's almost blasphemous. Let's think about it now. If God gave you these gifts and you're not using them, then that's a little bit of blasphemy, if you ask me. And so, are you using your gifts? That's cool. Asking again. Are you using your gifts? You got to find a way to use those gifts, man, that you've been given, and not suppress them. Because when you're suppressing them, you're not really being your true, authentic self. You're not living in fulfillment. Let me for example, not explain. I was gonna say let me explain, but for example, right? I have a partner, and we both make beats and or produce or however you want to say it. We love music. We create music, and I remember it was a time where he has a family. He has a wife, kids. It was a time where they were him and his family. They outgrew the home that they were living in. They were about to sell it, and he had a studio out back in the backyard that he had built, using the shed. He had converted the shed into like a full-blown studio with all the works. He did all the work himself, wired everything into it, did the flooring. A real nice little space. I used to go over there, and we used to cook up, right? But during this process of him moving, him and his family, he had to like pack it all up, put it in storage. While they, and they had to move into a little space, getting ready for their new home to be built, right? And from time to time, I would, hit him up, or he'd hit me up, and we'd talk. And he would always express how he missed making music, and how he didn't feel like himself when he wasn't making music. And that's what I'm saying, the fulfillment. When you're not doing what you're not doing what's part of you. Like, that's something that's a part of him, right? And that's something that's a part of me. And when you're not doing that, you feel out of place in this world. It's something I can't really explain, but you probably know what I'm talking about, right? For instance, when I was younger, I used to love playing basketball. I grew up, I fell into it, and then I cultivated that gift, and I would play basketball as much as I could, right? I would wake up, especially for instance on Saturday morning, we would get up, we would have to clean up the house, do our chores, and we couldn't do nothing until we did all our chores or whatever. And I would try to knock all that shit out as quick as possible, whether it was like cutting the grass, cleaning the room, bathrooms, all of that. Whatever my chores was, I'd try to knock it out as quick as possible so I can go outside. And I'd probably leave the house like 11 in the morning, and I wouldn't come back until my curfew, which is like around the time when the street lights came on for the most. So I'll be outside all day in the Georgia heat playing basketball, or I would go to the gym, which was like miles away from where I stayed at, ride my bike to the gym, just play basketball all day, every day. And I just thought that was just a part of me. If I didn't play more than 2 days, I would feel funny. I didn't feel right. And of course I grew up. I was thinking when I was growing up, I thought I would be an NBA star like everybody else, but that didn't pan out, obviously. And once I got older, I started playing less and less and less, until I didn't really play anymore. Like, I tore my Achilles a few years ago, and I haven't really played since. I got that itch. Every now and then I get that itch, and I might start going back out there. But let's say I really, really wanted to tap in, but I know ain't nothing I really can't play like that anymore, like I want to. If I really had the itch, if I had the patience, I could give back by going to coach kids, doing something like that. So that's what I'm saying by using your gifts, right? Use your gifts to give back and to inspire and to teach others, right? You don't have to just suppress that gift because it didn't work out how you thought it was going to work out. We weren't giving these gifts to just sit on and suppress. We were giving these gifts to provide fulfillment for ourselves and to provide love for others. So cultivate that gift, whatever it is. If you don't even know what that is, you can figure it out. Whatever you like to do or love to do, and it don't have to be anything grandiose. A lot of times people think of something on a grand scale. It doesn't have to be on a grand scale to touch people and inspire people and help people in their lives. Like whatever it is that you like to do. If you like cooking, come up off them recipes that you got. I mean, I know people that like to cook ain't into giving up their recipes, but you can do a variation of your recipe. It ain't got to be your grandma's secret recipe. You can do that, cook it up, put it online, do a TikTok video or a YouTube video, or come up with a bake sale and make some money off of that. Them sweet potato pies, whatever it is you love to make. Like, cultivate that and give back in some type of way, because when you do that, it's fulfillment in that, and you're being your true authentic self, which I always talk about. It's always important to do that, because if you're not, like, you're neglecting a part of who you are. And like I said, it's blasphemous to like shun those gifts that you were given, because you were given them for a reason, and the reason is to share with others so that you can give. God gave you the gift so that you can give. So don't let that, go over your head. Always try to give back in some type of way. And like I said, it doesn't have to be anything grandiose. We don't have to always do it on the biggest of levels, right? Like I said, I didn't make it to the NBA, but if I really had that itch still, and I really wanted to give back like that, or I really wanted to partake in basketball, I can go out and coach a youth league, or be an assistant coach and just help the kids. The music is another thing. Like I said, I make music, right? And I don't make beats every day, but I don't really have to now. I used to, but I don't have to now, because like making the music comes easy to me. And what I realized as I gotten older is that the love really isn't, like, I love music, but the love isn't in really creating the music. The love is, for me, is being creative. And so whatever it is with me, as long as I'm creative, I'm fulfilled, and I'm helping others. Whether it's like somebody hires me to do photography, or if somebody wants me to press up some shirts or sweatshirts for them, like I'm creating the design, and I'm, they're wanting me to do that for them, and they're paying me to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting fulfillment from just being creative in that aspect. Or whether it's me doing these videos and uploading them to my YouTube channel, that's fulfillment for me. It's anything where I'm being creative, I'm getting fulfillment out of, and a lot of times I'm helping others by doing that. And so, or at least that's my aim, to inspire and help others. So I'm getting the fulfillment from that, and also I'm able to give back through my gifts. At least that's what I aspire to do. So that's what I'm saying. Whatever gift you have, or something that you're neglecting, that you're good at, figure out a way to help others. And you never know what can come out of that, what opportunity can come out of that. You might find a business in that. You solve a problem, you find a side business, or a full-fledged business might come out of that. Opportunities will come out of that. It'll open up doors for you, because you are utilizing the gifts and cultivating the gifts that God gave to you. So that's my message for this video, man. Thank y'all for tuning in, and peace, love, like always. I'll see y'all next time.